The legend of the Bodine brothers has etched itself into frontier history in the last quarter of the 19th century. Morgan, two persons, Bodine, captured by the Cheyenne and freed 8 years later by the Army. Quentin Bodine, a young doctor from San Francisco. Across thousands of miles from the Missouri Breaks to the Canadian River, from the Rockies to the High Plains, both joined together in a search for their sister, Patricia, still a captive of the Cheyenne. The legend of the Bodine brothers. This is their story. This is The Quest.
Never seen a little mare give you that much fuss.
Lazy H, a man I used to know lives here.
Who is it?
A ranchman named Hatcher.
Morgan, I wanted to get into Red Bluffs by this evening.
We can still make it. Come on.
How do you know this man, Hatcher?
Well, it is a long story, but I will never forget that brand.
Six horses, $5 a head. $30.
I don't want no $5 a head from you, Mr. Hatcher. That's what I charge the other ranchers.
You take it. You fixing to be so independent and all. Don't do me no favors. I don't suppose you changed your mind about quitting.
I ain't changed my mind.
Then the devil take you. What do you young men today know about loyalty? Spend years with a man and then spit it out the window like a wad of tobacco.
All you got right now is two wranglers and me, Mr. Hatcher. And I figured maybe if I go, it'll stop you from killing yourself.
Running out on me for my own good, huh? Is that it?
You and that crazy Rude. No one takes a herd through the Badlands. And you've had too many bad years to pull it off. You're jinxed.
You ain't the end of the world here. I'll get me another ramrod, another men.
With what? You can't afford to pay like the other ranchers anymore. And it is too late in the season to move cattle. Look, why don't you sell out and sit down a few years? You could use a rest.
I'll rest when I'm in my grave.
Mr. Hatcher, I hope it is later rather than sooner.
Matthew Hatcher.
Huh?
Two persons.
Two persons?
From Chief Houtenay's band.
Huh. Not that skinny little tow-headed kid with freckles and Adam's apple that always looked like he was eating something.
I never thought of myself in those ways, but yes.
Well, I'll be. You sure changed some since that I seen you. Tell me, how long's it been?
I was 10 years old then.
How's Houtenay? You know, I was thinking on him just 2-3 days ago.
He is dead, Mr. Hatcher. Horse soldiers.
Seem to be reaching the age when news of old friends dying comes too often.
Mr. Hatcher, this is my brother, Quentin Bodine.
Seem to recall mention of him, but everyone thought you was dead.
Well, it took a few years, but I finally caught up with him, proved otherwise.
Well, I'm sure glad you did. Glad to meet you, Quentin. Hey, wasn't there a sister, 2 persons?
She is still with the Cheyenne, Ironhawk's band.
Ironhawk. Tough as his name. Are you 2 planning on bringing her back? Because if you are, he'll put up a hell of a fight.
We'll fight if we have to. We think we know where they made camp, but we're headed that way now.
Well, look, hold on a moment. I got a herd going out in a few days up to Pueblo.
Colorado.
If I could use some good men. Most others have signed on with other outfits and gone north. Look, I can pay $20 in a share. That could work out pretty good at the other end.
Any other time, Mr. Hatcher, thank you.
Well, I sure could use you.
We plan to spend the night in Red Bluffs and then leave first thing in the morning. It is important. We just stopped to say hello.
You're sure?
Yes, thank you. But if you should happen to be in town tonight, we could have food together.
Thanks, just the same.
Hey, mister, I cured and fed them horses and gave them brand new shoes. You owe me 50 cents apiece more.
Here's 2 bits. Go buy yourself 5 beers.
Mister, I'm a peaceable man, but you ain't making it easy. Thank you.
Not believe what I just saw. Would you mind doing that again?
For a price, I might do anything.
How much to board them overnight?
2 bits in advance. So I don't have to do to you what I did to them. And that's each.
That's a little bit high, isn't it?
They'll get grooming and a measure of grain. I'd say they need it.
No more than I do, friend. Oh, he threw his right front shoe.
Come on.
You know, I'm so hungry, I don't know whether to eat first and then take a bath or vice versa. Here it is. This is the one I did today.
Tom, it's so lifelike. It's a whole story here. And that man, you can just feel him hurting, wanting to be free.
Did you really see all that in there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Bess. Bess, you're so beautiful.
Hold it. I wouldn't go no further if I was you, Wakely. I've heard that speech before, and I know just what you're leading up to. Now, Bess might think it fine to marry you, but I see it different.
Papa.
Quiet! Pretty pictures never put no food on the table. He can't even take care of himself, much less a wife or a baby.
Oh, wait a minute, Bess?
Wakely, you take your paper and your pencils, and you find yourself a job.
Well, you fellas still here? No, there ain't no doctor in this town in case you catch pneumonia.
Well, I happen to be a doctor, and you don't catch pneumonia from taking a bath.
Yeah, my arms ache so bad from pitching and hauling. Telling you, it ain't no Sunday picnic hauling this boiling water. Hey, now, look, son, there's no need for you to do that. Oh, well, you sure made a mess, didn't you? Suppose I have to clean up after your little target practice.
There's nothing like a man who's grateful.
I hear tell that any buster worth his salt can break a green horse while calmly rolling a cigarette.
Well, that's right, my friend. But when he's finished, he lights up and has a smoke.
Can an Irishman get a drink around here? Come on, Doug, give me a whiskey.
For those of you who don't know me, the name's Hatcher. I got 1,500 head needing to move up to Pueblo. I can pay $20 in a share. That's short up front and long in the end. Any takers? Amos? Ewell? How you like working for that four-flusher Ames?
We're sorry, Mr. Hatcher, but we're offered a better job working for him.
I always give you fair treatment.
We know that. Mr. Ames offered more pay.
Well, you tell Mr. Ames next time you see him to keep out of my way, see? I suppose you're going over to Ames, too, huh?
Yes. Because you push everyone too hard.
I don't push anyone any harder than I push myself.
And that is too hard. No one will work for you anymore. Old man.
Anybody else talks to me that way, I kill him.
I think the bath first was a good idea. I'm not so sure. Let's eat. Mr. Hatcher.
You first. When?
You came after all.
Well, I'm not what you call fit company tonight, two persons, but you're welcome if you want to sit down.
You have something to eat with us?
I've had something. Thanks, Doug. What do you have?
I'll have a beer and supper for both of us.
Eats are over there, and I'll fetch you the beers.
I'll get it. Go ahead and visit.
I just lost my ramrod to another rancher.
Oh, Mr. Ames.
I figured you'd show up sooner or later.
You drunk or just looking for trouble, like always?
Not drunk enough to stand for all of my men being hired away by you.
You're dead, Hatcher, only you don't know it yet. Why don't you go and find yourself a hole and lay in it?
Mr. Hatcher. Wait a minute. Morgan! Get out of here.
I was only protecting myself. Everybody here will testify to that. Looks like he's finished.
No, he's not. I'm a doctor. Get everybody out of here. Get back!
Vamos. Send me my gun.
I'll give this to the sheriff. Now get out of here. Come on. Give me a couple of tables under that light.
That's deep enough. Give me some pressure here. It's bleeding too much. Easy. All right, give me the bisturi. The bisturi.
Which one is it?
I'm sorry, it's the flat one. Thin flat one. How did it happen?
He and Ames got into it.
I'll kill Ames for this.
The sheriff is taking care of it.
You know Mr. Hatcher?
For many years.
Well, you can stay around if you're going to be useful. Hold him down. I can't risk him waking up and moving. Give me the probe.
Will he live? I don't know that. The bullet entered his left side, and it's right next to his spine. Now, if I can get it out, and if I don't paralyze him doing it. You got it. Don't talk to me right now. Yeah.
I don't think I would like to be a doctor. You should live with one.
Bartender, give me a tablecloth that's clean, something we can use for rags. Make sure it's clean. Tear it into strips 2 inches wide. Well, your ticker sounds all right. I think you're gonna make it.
Thought you two boys was all fired set and getting north.
We were, until you got yourself into trouble.
Guess I was out of order. One of these days, my temper's gonna get me buried. Sorry sight I must seem to you this way, two persons. Not like the man you met when he was 10.
No. The man I met when I was 10 would never have felt sorry for himself.
Well, who's got a better right? What you've seen today is all that's left of me in my life. A shot up, battered, ruin of a man. And a ranch ain't no better.
Laudanum is taking effect. Just let yourself go to sleep.
10 years. 15 years ago, we was the best in the territory. Had me my missus then and a boy. And the whole world outside my doorstep.
Where are they now, Mr. Hatcher?
Buried. Outside my doorstep. Last half of winter of '68, November the 11th, 6:40 p.m. Son Carl was next. I was teaching him to brand a steer. Got his head stolen. They ain't no good for nothing. He was only 9. Shot that steer 6 times. Crying all the time.
How did things get so bad, Mr. Hatcher?
After my family died, I sort of went to seed. By the time I come out of it, I was too far gone. Drove too hard. Was too scared. No way to make up for it. The bank's gone with me as far as it'll go. If I don't make this drive, then I lose everything. The ranch, that's the end of me. You can bury me out there with my wife and son. My life will have gone for nothing.
Mr. Hatcher, I do not know much about cattle, but maybe we could find others who do. And we could help you on this drive.
Only thing is, you know how far I got and I tried to hire a man.
Well, there must be men who need work. I will find them.
Could I talk to you for a second? Outside? What are you thinking about? That's 2 months' work at least.
When I was 10 years old, we had a very bad winter.
I don't want to hear your past history.
There was no game, finally, even for the wolves.
I'm not going to like this.
Everyone went to sleep hungry and cold. And some of the old people and children began to die off. I think I began to die with them. Then one day, this man came in on a horse and 12 steers. And he warmed his hands by our fire, and then he rode away. He never even asked for a payment or thanks. All he said was, I near froze to the saddle getting him up here. Do not aim to take him back down.
You don't figure I evened that score up by patching him up.
I will only offer myself. Quentin, I have to do what I can to help him. Would you even like me if I did otherwise?
No. try.
Mr. Hatcher, you cannot think of anyone that will work for you?
Not since Santos left me. Unless we're forced to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
I think we are.
Well, there's the smithy at the stables, Tucker. He's older now, but maybe he had it once anyway. I hear Walter Lucas is back in town, and there's the janitor of the bathhouse, Cooler. I don't want to think anymore. I'm getting depressed.
I can see that you know and you care about horses, but do you know anything about cattle?
Cattle? Well, I'm probably the best black cowboy that ever rubbed his legs raw on a drive. Believe it or not, it's all up to you.
Where'd you do all this cowboy?
A ranch in Texas. I was born there. After that great, wonderful war that they talked about, I took my freedom and went where I wasn't a black man. That was on the trail drive. And I worked hard. But I become the best there is.
No, I don't pay much attention to this black and white business, but it's always nice to have the best. How would you like to come along? Now, the pay's not much out front. It's only $20, but with a share, by the end of the drive, you could do real good for yourself. Maybe $50.
$50? Are you running stolen cattle or what?
No. It's Hatcher's drive.
You mean old man Hatcher?
Yeah, they say he's jinxed or something. Now, if that worries you.
Jinx? All you gotta do is step out on the trail. Luck and God kiss you goodbye. A man can get stampeded, drowned, dragged, gorged, stomped, frozen, and fried all in one day. Jinx. Every day is a jinx. Hey, he's having trouble finding men, ain't he?
What makes you think that?
You're asking me, ain't you? You figuring I'm too old?
I'm asking you, ain't I?
I'll go. I'll show these people around here I ain't no stable boy.
Mr. Lucas.
That's right.
Can we talk?
Got more important things to do, boy.
This is important.
I usually only say things one time.
It is about Matthew Hatcher.
He gonna live?
I think maybe so, yes.
Come on up, boy.
I wasn't planning on no spectators.
Yeah, I don't pay you to talk, Fran. Get up. Want a drink, boy?
I ain't refusing.
Mr. Hatcher says that 12 years ago you were the best wrangler on his ranch.
I was. Then I left Hatcher and I signed on with one of them outfits in a range war. Killed a couple people in the line of duty, I guess you'd say. Now it never seems to stop. Last kid trying to prove himself was 17, 18 years old, I guess. Well, if there's nothing more, I got me a close personal relationship.
Mr. Hatcher needs help.
Boy, I can't even help myself.
He is taking 1,500 steers on the drive, and no one will help him.
Yeah. I heard he's had a bad run of luck.
A long run. Mr. Lucas, he needs you bad.
Say, Matthew ever tell you how he helped me? He wouldn't. He's not the type. He's the one man in the world I owe something to. Where's this drive end up, anyway?
Pueblo?
Pueblo, that's on the way to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. sorry, friend. Guess I'm out of the mood.
Well, I ain't.
Here you go, girl. Take care of yourself. Well, I guess it's time I quit playing a bad guy and went on back to see my family, huh?
Mr. Hatcher said that you used to ride chuck wagon?
I used to do a lot of things.
Would you be interested in going on another cattle drive?
Those were some of the best outfits of my time, and I was paid real proper, too. Of course, I had a lot of dignity back then. Before the bottle got to me. An old age. But drunk or sober, I could feed a man and keep him happy.
We need a cook. But he'd have to stay sober.
I'll give it a try.
Sweetheart, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Well, I've never looked before.
Well, neither have I, neither have I.
I got just a few things.
Thanks, we don't have time for all this stuff. Oh, give me your hand. You're taking everything you own?
Well, you don't expect me to hold when I want, do you?
Yes, I do.
What's going on here?
Nothing, Father.
Is this what I think it is?
No.
Wakely! Is that you out there, you no good for nothing squirrel? Where's my gun?
Father, don't shoot him! I love him! Oh, Father, don't!
Mr. Hatcher, have your drovers.
Bring him over.
Come on in, fellas. There they are.
All there, Tucker.
Mr. Hatcher?
Cooler. Look, it's been a long time.
Yeah, longer for me and you, I reckon.
This all you got?
Well, there are two more, but they will join us on the trail.
So, you're all gonna do me a big favor by going on the drive, are you? Let me tell you something. You ain't doing me no favor. I sure ain't doing you one. All of you been on drives before, but you most likely forget what they was like. 1,000 miles of nothing. Except dirt and grit and hate and sore bottoms and aches in places you wish you didn't have them. I said we wasn't going to do one another no favors. Well, maybe I was wrong about that. Because yesterday at this time I wouldn't have given myself a chance in hell of ever getting this drive going. And now, looking at you, I figure we're all gonna make it. Because we gotta make it. Because we got nothing to look forward to except the end of the drive, Pueblo. And because there ain't nothing here for any of us. Nothing. Sign 'em up.
Mr. Hatcher?
Huh?
I'm Wakely. You remember me? I was sketching over at the corral the other day.
Yeah, I remember you.
Thomas R. Wakely, Jr. I would sure appreciate it if you'd take me along with you on your drive. The sooner the better.
Well, Mr. Thomas R. Wakely, Jr., judging by your dress, You wouldn't know the hind end of a cow from the druther. What makes you think you're a cowboy?
Well, I'm a real hard worker. There's no reason why I can't dress differently. I learn real fast. After all, I am a Yale man.
Well, Mr. Yale man, whatever that is, put your signature on the book and let's see if it's legible.
Yes, sir.
What's that, Cooler? What do you got here? I thought we had a deal.
Go, you saw me drive the wagon. I'm doing my
You
job.
broke
Let's
your
go.
promise.
I haven't been sold in 20 years.
Clean,
Now,
ain't it?
wait a minute. Look, you don't have to rush me like this. Hey, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll take care of this myself. I'll go to the bathhouse.
This is the bathhouse.
Wait a minute. My boots.
I'll get your
boots. You take care of that hat now. You understand? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, we don't have time for this.
That's worse than I remembered.
You're getting better. A saddle on two-person's pony. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yes, well, it will take some getting used to, this cowboying. Nice pair of chaps, Quentin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in charge here?
We heard in town that you're taking out a drive. You can use hand?
You hear what the pay is?
Yeah, we heard.
You had any experience?
As much as anyone around here has.
You wanted for anything?
Well, in these parts, it's usual not to ask questions like that, but I'll answer you. We ain't wanted, and we're not running, and we'll cause you no trouble. What we want is the work. Jess?
That's right. We need to pay. You sign up with Mr. Hatcher. He's in the house. I know. But we do need them.
Fancy pants don't make a cowboy, Arbuckle.
I'd rather brand Billy Don's hind end than the steer.
You want to try again?
I'm gonna have some words with him. He had no cause to do that. I think Wakely can take care of it himself. He just does not know that yet.
Well, now, maybe you don't want to try again.
All right.
All right, Lieutenant.
Let's get this straight right now.
You want me to take you apart in front of all these men? Now, you're new at this, Arbuckle, but I want to tell you, it hurts when Billy Don hits.
I think you're all mouth, McKinnon.
Now, you started this. This is between him and me.
Yeah, he's right, he's right. Let's go.
He ain't nothing but a city slicker. Come on, let's go now. Come on, Billy Don.
That's it, Wakely.
Come on, Billy Don. Don't just look at him. Hit him into it. Come on, come on. Wait.
That's it.
Come on. Get him.
Never seen anybody fight like that. That's what you call boxing.
Come on, get him on his feet, Wakely. Get him up. Do it.
Get him on his feet, Wakely.
use your left. Yeah. Get up. Jab him. Left. Come on, jab him, Wakely. Come on, Billy. Left. I hit him. Come on, Billy Don. Hit him. Wakely, use your left. Hit him. Keep on his feet, Wakely. Come on. Box there. That's it. Get up, Billy Don. Don't just lay there. Get up. Get up.
Is that enough? Is the fighting over now? Good. We have work to get back to.
Ah, it hurts.
Hey, McKinley.
Yeah?
Let me ask you something.
What's that?
Arbuckle. What's it mean?
Well, I ain't gonna call you no more.
Come on, give it to me.
Put these back here now.
Will you wait a minute? I've only got 2 hands.
Well, Hatcher wants to have Mr. Brandon Mavericks on the trail. Calm down, Cooler. Now, if you look at it this way, you could have been bitten by that snake my brother shot. Either way, the snake would have died. You all right? Got a rash. It'll take a few days to get over, but meanwhile, Quentin has some sap. Sounds wonderful. How you feeling?
Let's get one thing straight. I don't want you around, Nurse Maiden. You're here to push cows, not to push me.
Just do what I tell you to do. I won't push it. I got you an extra supply of laudanum and some bullets for you to bite on.
I don't need no bullets as long as I got this. We're gonna head northeast. Join the Goodnight Lovin' Trail to the Colorado Badlands. Then straight up to Pueblo.
Do we have to cross them? Yeah, I've been up to them Badlands. I swore I'd never go back.
I heard they can kill you.
They can, but we're not gonna let them. There've been Indian uprisings. But if we go around the extra 300 miles, we'll miss the market, and none of us will get any shares. I ain't a quitter. I don't want to hear no talk of quitting from you, neither. You learn fast out there. You'll prove up. You'll show up. Well, what are you waiting for? Get these things moving.
Yeehaw! Get up! Hurl! Let's go. Come on, Lucas, move that steer out.
Mr. Hatcher! Mr. Hatcher!
Hold up, Fuller. Stop, go, stop, go. What do you want?
What are you doing here?
I have an amulet.
What's that?
Jinx cannot harm me.
An amulet. I suppose you got drunk. Spent all of that 30 bustin' dollars on some stove-up woman. You coming?
Someone has to be there to bury you.
No, we'll see who buries who. What are you doing standing there? Get to work. Amulets.
Move, cattle. Yeah. Now let's go. Go, cattle. Go. Follow cattle. Now, cattle. Oh, cattle. Easy now. Come on. Hold it up. Hold it up. Go, cattle. Now, boys. Come on now. Come on. Go, cattle. Oh, come on now.
Cooler smells real good.
Yeah. I'll say we're going to open some of those airtight cans. Go up and get corn and, you know, tomatoes. It'll be here when you come back. Will you do what I tell you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Who's here?
I can't point it out to you exactly.
Will you get your thumb out of your food?
Great Scott, you got us lost.
Say, Tucker,
Come on, who else is going to eat it?
you ever been on a drive before?
Wait a minute, that's my
Yeah. How many drives you been on?
More later. Eat what you
2 or 3. That was before.
Before?
Yeah, before I started using my gun. I had my wife then, and I dragged her and the kid from place to place, no roots, nowhere. My wife was getting near the end of the line when I got slapped in jail for 2 years. I got out. I heard that she'd been working, being friendly to men, supporting the kid, you know. As Hatcher had found out, and he paid her fares back to Chicago. And I never been able to catch up since.
Is that why you took this job?
Yeah. You might say it's a new start. Say, you know, Tucker, I've been thinking, if this here drive ends up in Pueblo, there ain't no reason why I can't make a go of it in Chicago. I'd get my wife and daughter back. And I'd never leave again, I'll tell you that. I'd never leave again. She wouldn't be lonesome like she was before. I'd get me a house, be with civilized folks and have friends over. And don't you think that'd make her happy?
I don't see how it wouldn't make anyone happy.
Yeah. Nothing fancy, mind you, but just a nice house in town.
Now me, I got my eyes on a piece of old land in New Mexico. I can get it real cheap. Worst piece of land in the country, nobody wants it. That way everybody will leave this old boy all alone.
Amen, brother, amen.
Lay it down. Time it just right, little brother. When the hair grows back, we can put on our own brand. We've done about a dozen, Jess. Now, ain't that enough? Quit looking so scared. I know lots of big ranchers started out this way.
Yeah, Pappy got himself killed starting out this way.
Men like Hatcher steal a few cows from each other and it's okay. They call it enterprising because it's amongst friends. Pappy wasn't their friend, so they hung him. Without a trial or nothing. We're gonna cold brand a couple dozen more. Pull out quiet one night, put our own brand on them beeves. And they ain't never gonna prove rustling on us. Come on, let's go.
You just gotta be a little smarter than everybody else, Billy Don, that's all.
Hey, bunch quitter, I'll get you back on. Moving forward. Get up here. Write her down.
He's dead. His neck's broken.
Bury him!
I don't believe in jinxes. This is an awful way to start off.
This is just the beginning, Quentin.
When we get to Pueblo, I will send Lucas' wife and daughter to sheriff. Not much consolation, though, is it? It's strange to think you'll never enjoy anything again. A cup of coffee, a woman, a sunrise.
I have the feeling that Lucas would rather have had it like this than be shot down in an alley somewhere.
Hey, two persons? Got another double A.
Put it in with the others. I'll tell Hatcher.
All right.
You didn't have nothing today either, huh? Got any complaints?
I always got complaints.
Jess, my brother still on watch out there?
He's out on it now.
You ever think about going back out yourself?
I'm thinking about it.
Mr. Hatcher, we brought in another double-A stray today.
Remember Dalton Ames, the man who shot me and hired all my hands away? That's his outfit, Double A. His boys brought a herd through here about 2 months ago, early in the season. Keep him with ours. I'll sell him in Pueblo. Want to see his face and I give him the money. 7 for my commission and aggravation.
After what he did to you, you will do him this favor?
2 persons just because I hate his guts. Don't mean I don't have no honor.
Where were you, McKinnon? It's your watch.
You were having a good time.
Well, why don't you go join the fun?
Here's some pie for you.
Hey, look at this.
You know, Wakely, if I had your talent, I sure wouldn't be out here nursemaiding cattle.
You say that. I tell you, there's something about this kind of life which I've never experienced anything like it. What I hope to do with these drawings is show the city people what it's really like out here. I mean, it's hard. The grimness of death, but also all this open space. Feeling of freedom. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to get in these pictures. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of photographs of dead men before, but they all look like they were asleep. But that picture shows you death. You can feel it.
Thanks, Tucker.
You know, son, you're right. There ain't a cowboy worth his spurs that want to end up on a boot hill or a cemetery. He'd want the open spaces. The sky for a blanket.
Old man Hatcher's taking it pretty hard.
He always has. I was with Hatcher on his last drive. At the fording place on Asolado, we lost most of the herd. The water was bad. The cattle drank and died. And on the way home, 2 men were struck by lightning.
You're still riding with him?
Yes, why do you suppose that is, Santos?
Why are you here?
I have my reasons. I owe him a lot.
So do I. I promised myself I'd never ride with Hatchet again. But here I am. He pushes too hard. He yells at you. He tells you aren't worth anything. And you can hate him, but you go along. Maybe it's because he wants so badly to make it. Or maybe it's because he needs you, but doesn't know how to say it.
Didn't I tell you?
I know. They have been following us for days.
Well, why aren't you up there talking to him?
Because it is not yet time for talk. I know them, and for now, we wait. Just let the herd move on ahead.
I ain't just gonna sit here and let them pick us off. Hey, we can take them easy. I say we just wipe them out.
Make one move for that rifle, and I will shoot you myself. Look. Arapaho. Keep still. It's just their way of testing. It's a display of strength. You're sure they're not trying to spook the cattle.
No. It is us they were trying to scare. And I think it's working.
I'm kidding. I'd rather warn you now. Put it away. Just wait, we wait.
To all outfits, this man is a good Injun. Treat him right, and you will have no trouble driving through his land. Dalton Ames. 2 persons. Cut at them cows with the double A brand. Hey, Cooler. Imagine Ames' face when he finds out he's feeding the whole tribe of Arapaho this winter, huh? Well, what are you waiting around for, Cooler? Get moving! What's happening, Cooler? What the hell are you doing? I'm doing the best I can! Hey! Up front here! Up front behind us! Wagon in trouble!
Keep it steady, Cooler. I'm tied off now, Morgan. That's it. Now, come on, Cooler. Keep it steady. Ready yet? Morgan, hold him. Come on, hold him. Hurry, Tucker. Hurry. The horses. Turn. Keep the horses straight, Cooler. Get up. Get up on your teeth.
You all right, Tucker? No, stay down. Stay down. Some water. It's his back.
Tucker, your back is hurting. Now lay down. Let me rest for a while. I'll be all right.
All right.
Is that too hot?
Oh, it feels fine. What does it do?
He never knows, but it always works. Might even grow some hair on your head.
When we started out, I didn't give a hoot and a holler about any of you. But you've proved up. You're all good men. I think you're beginning to know it now. You helped me get my herd through. Your shares are doubled.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mr. Hatcher.
Mr. Tucker?
Yeah?
I just want to thank you for what you've done for me today.
You're welcome.
Mr. Cooler, where's my coffee? Huh? We're waiting for the snow to fly. Give me the coffee. Go do some doctoring. Stay and have a dollop yourself. How many years we known each other?
Too many.
Just a minute. I ain't through with you yet. I remember the first time I seen you. You was hanging onto your mama's skirts and bawling your eyes out like I was going to eat you alive.
If I'd have been smart, I would have run away then.
About 5, 6 years or whatever. All kids look the same to me.
Is this going somewhere, or can I get back to work?
Your mama worked for me 15, 20 years. I brought you up with my boy. I always treated you like a son, didn't I?
Yes, you treated us both the same, but I forgave you.
Damn it, why are you so smart, Alecky?
It's only out of self-defense.
Oh. Well, what I'm trying to get at is, my ranch is the only home you've ever known. And what I'm also trying to get at is, I ain't gonna live forever. Now, what I'm saying is, when this drive is over, will you come back with me and be part of my house?
I didn't hear that.
When I'm dead, the ranch will be yours. This is the first time I ever seen you with your mouth shut. Huh? Well?
I would like that.
I didn't hear you.
I said yes.
Now go on, get out of here. And don't go telling everybody what we're talking about. I wouldn't want them to know I had a half-breed for a son.
Gotta pull out soon, Jess.
Don't worry. You get over before you time.
water hole ahead. 3 men can't fight.
No, squatters. Happens every drive I take. Some no good, worthless scum stakes out a water hole and tries to charge you for it. I ain't never paid him, I ain't going to now.
What do you want to do about it?
You better go back to the herd and hold them there. They mustn't get a smell of that water, they'll tramp themselves trying to get to it. Bring them up 100 at a time. Kohler and I'll go ahead and take care of the squatters.
I'll send Quentin to help you. I ride ahead of the first 100 to make sure there's no trouble.
Leave me alone, Kohler.
All right.
They're only kids. Don't let that fool you. We could shoot better than most grown men. This is free land. No more, it ain't. Cost you $20 to water here.
$20? Well, if that ain't the bulls behind. I don't want to talk to you no more. Give me your father.
We ain't got none, and if you don't talk to me, you don't talk to no one.
I ought to blow all of you young ones clean apart.
You won't. A man like you ain't got the heart to shoot children. We might shoot you. You're bluffing. You're squatting on this land. Show we mean business.
Now, those men there might not shoot you, little man. But I will.
Go on, drop them. That's right. We just coming along and found this here old water hole. We needed money, so we squatted.
You got no family, no place to go?
Well, we had our pa till a month ago. He went to bring supplies and never come back. Either he ran off on us or got himself killed. That don't make no never mind. We can always get by.
That's what worries me.
Can't lock us up in jail. We're too young.
Well, you're right about that. Sure hate to turn you loose on the world.
Don't see as you have much choice, do you?
Seems to me we ain't got no choice. You'll take my advice, you'll stick to the legalities from now on.
No, I thank you for your advice, sir. No, it seems to me like you might give us some money for our traveling, seeing as how we are poor orphans.
They are just wolf pups now. I can imagine them in 5 or 10 years.
We shouldn't have left the herd, Jess. They're gonna miss us.
Will you shut up with your belly aching?
And that herd's awful jumpy. What with them wolves?
By the time anyone comes to take over watch, we'll be long gone. Hatch is short-handed as is. He won't trail out after us for the sake of a few head.
I just don't like what we're doing. I mean, Hatcher and them, they've all been real good to us.
Put that iron down, McKinnon.
Now, Quentin.
Yeah?
Quentin.
You heard him, Jess. Put it down.
Now, 2 persons, look. Now, look, I ain't gonna make no excuses for what we've done here. Just let us go.
No, I cannot do that.
You signed on with Hatcher. You're gonna talk to Hatcher.
I don't aim to be the guest of honor, no hanging.
Just wait! Jeff, no! Don't fire that gun!
There they go.
Shotgun 6 ways to Sunday. It's gonna take us at least a day to round them up.
I know. There are at least 100 scattered to the east. Let's keep moving.
There's another one, Mr. Hatcher.
I found my brother. There wasn't much left to bury. Let's take these in.
Feeling better?
Just getting better.
That axle grease seems to work.
Looks like we got 2 doctors in the family.
Sure do.
Hey, Silas. How is it?
8 horses still missing and mine's worn out.
Never seen no like. Going from bad to worse, right on down the line. Say, ain't you got one of them patron saints that take care of things at times like this?
I've been thinking. Maybe we're all being tested, you know? The saints, they don't like to interfere in these things.
Well, either I'm a great doctor or you're a piece of leather.
Hatcher,
Yeah?
Jess McKinnon is dead.
Oh. Stampede. The fact is, Mr. Hatcher, Quentin and 2 persons caught me and Jess cold branding. Jess wouldn't have it any other way but to shoot it out. That's what started the stampede. I'll do anything I can to pay you back. I'll finish the drive with no pay.
Never in my life worked a man without pay. Sorry about your brother.
Well, it wasn't you, Mr. Hatcher. The rustling. He just had all this hate in him ever since they hung Pappy.
Go get yourself some food or Cooler will get insulted.
Yes, sir. I'll join you.
Wakely?
He's still riding herd.
Haven't seen him around. Afraid we'd lost him, too. Nobody knew it yet.
It's not time yet.
Mm-hmm. Go on in. The food is still warm.
I'm all right.
Not from where I sit.
You didn't sleep.
Yes, I did. A few minutes. Go on in.
I know you're thinking you can't go another step today. Or maybe you're wondering about tomorrow as well. Well, I'm saying you can go another step. And another, and another after that. You can go as far as you have to. Because I'm saying it. And it's gospel. I don't want to hear no bellyache, and I just want to hear grunts from you trying. Is that clear?
Yeah.
We've gone more than halfway, so it don't make no sense to try and turn around and go back. Well, there's one thing I will do for you. I'll stick to the regular trail.
Doesn't that put an extra month on it?
I thought you said it would make us late for the market.
Well, maybe that was a little bit of greed talking.
Wait a minute. What happens if we just follow your route right through the Badlands?
Well, we gotta push and push and push until we get to the other side and water. 40 hours of hard driving.
We all got a stake in this. The quicker we get that herd to Pueblo, better we get paid.
Right? That's right. Yep.
You know, my granddaddy used to say, trust in the Lord. But I don't trust in nobody but us. All right, somebody come on and help me up on that horse.
All right, then let's get it, huh? All right, let's go.
Mr. Hatcher, you might just have a chance.
At what?
Of outlasting your jigs.
We're near out of water. We've got to keep moving. You know, cattle is unruly when they're thirsty. Sometimes they go blind.
No more water to cook with? No one hungry? Couldn't even work up enough spit to chew a biscuit. Well, this is the end of it. You know, I knew a horse once. Old Jake. Jake's his pony. Smartest horse I ever see. He wouldn't walk a watch more than 2 hours. You had to stay out a little longer. Had to ride back to camp. Dismount. Fool around a couple of minutes. Mount up again. See, that way old Jake figured you were taking him out on a new turn. He wasn't working overtime on the old one. Damnedest thing I ever see.
Wakely? Come on.
Can't keep my eyes on it.
Well, here. Try rubbing them with some tobacco juice. That's gonna burn like hellfire. Just that way.
Should be here. Quentin, we could be lost. Or maybe the landmarks have changed. Wind, rain. I've known just one storm to change the look of hundreds of miles.
We'll let the men rest soon. Then I will look for the water again.
Move on, Dean. Come on, kid. Come on. Move on.
Who said it would be bad to die? Right now it would feel nice and cool.
Football. God, I love football. I went to Yale to study art. Hated the classes. Only thing I was good at was football. Played halfback.
The last game I played, it was against Princeton. 6 inches of mud. A scoreless tie. Oh, God. You should have been there. You could play that game, you know?
Yeah. Someday I will.
Cooler. You hear it? The smell. The herd. Milling. They smell water.
Water.
Yeah.
Water.
Yes.
Gotta move the cattle.
There's water.
They'll drown themselves going for the water.
Like it, boys?
Great.
Oh,
that smells good. Mr. Hatcher, I know what you're made of. According to every medical book I ever read, you should be buried out there somewhere.
I think we should hold out here for a few days. Let you all get a rest, get the cows, get some meat in their bones, and Cooler here. Cooler!
Yes.
Cooler! Why don't I ain't going in!
Next stop, Pueblo! Push him to the left!
don't drink.
I can't wait to get back and tell the folks at home I got me a son now.
All right.
You weren't so happy about having it known when we were on the trail.
A couple of these in me makes me liberal.
Hey! Maybe with a couple of drinks of me, I would rather not have it known I have you for a father.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Cattlemen's Association of Pueblo, I'd like to welcome you. We figured we'd seen the last of these drives 2 months ago. So in appreciation, as soon as you've drunk all that you can, we're turning the whole hotel over to you.
Hotel, community break! Community break!
Wakely, you're the telegraph call for you.
Thank you, Tucker. Hey, Tucker, you're still the Prince of Wales. You gotta say Prince of Wales.
You gonna stay on in town for the winter?
I know some outfits that need hands. You know, winter work's a whole lot different than trail drive.
I thought you said you knew how to play this game. I think
Where did you learn how to play this game?
You've got it.
I'm gonna leave my telegraph.
All right, I'll start.
You want to ride up with me?
Don't make no sense for me to be sitting around town when I can be making me some dollars.
Hold up there, Tucker. You're getting too old to be working so hard. I want you to come back to my ranch with me.
That's what? Stable boy?
I deserve more than that.
That's what I was saying. I accept.
Hey, wait a minute, everybody. I got myself another job.
Oh, very good.
Great.
Yay!
There's this magazine in the East called Harper's Weekly, and I sent them a whole slew of my pictures a long time ago, and now Bess writes me and tells me that they bought one.
Congratulations. Hey, you did some really good work on the drive. You could sell some of those.
Well, that's just it. They want to see more of my work. It's just like I told you. All the people in the East are starting to be curious about what it's like out West.
They should see it the way we have seen it.
Well, anyway, I was talking to some of these Army boys over here, and they said that they're sending out a detachment next week. And I thought maybe I could go along with them and make some Army paintings, you know, have another set ready.
Wait a minute. The whole drive, all I heard about was Bess. Bess, I love Bess. What about Bess?
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I still love Bess, of course. But I think her father was right. I still have a lot more to learn before I'm ready to go home and settle down. I'm gonna write to her and tell her that I love her. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm gonna marry her and bring her along with me.
You're right. Who are you kidding? Quentin, I'm out.
Let me buy you another beer. I never realized what those 12 steers Hatcher left us in that village would mean to me. I don't know about you, Morgan, but I feel real good about this.
I do not think we will feel so good about it tomorrow morning.
Come on, all of you. Come over here. Gather around. Well, you all got your $20. And another $30 share besides. That's pretty good money in my book.
It's certainly...
Remember, boys, way back in Red Bluffs, I said we was going to make it because we didn't have anywhere to go. Well, now we got everywhere to go. Just don't hold it up to me if you come looking for a job again next year. Because I don't want the folks back home to know I gone soft. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. And from now until you fall flat in your ugly faces, the drinks is on me.